This is kind of our flood switch package. So we're in a trips look, and we're telling it we basically just flip flopped the number 2 and number 3 receivers routes. This is 91 out. So all of our passes in our pass tree have a word that's tagged with them for these type of situations, for these type of play calls. So this is 91 out. So that one, it's a quick out right away. This could work against the cover 2. Your X receiver has to recognize it and know. Actually, no, I take that back. Nope, not this one. Not this one. I'm thinking of the other one. I'm sorry. Take that back. We're basically trying to do the same thing here. This really works against a man look. So in this, it gets a 4-4. Either that safety or the inside backer. Somebody's got to come over and help with the trips. And we're really putting that guy, whoever's guarding that number 3 receiver, we're putting him in a tough situation, especially if that right wing's quick and can get off the break really fast. That outside backer, somebody's going to stay in the flats and cover and recognize it right away. And we sneak in right behind him. It works well against a cover 3 as well for that same situation. That outside backer typically widens out pretty far for trips. If he's got flats, he sees number 2 receiver run flats right away, he jumps it. And then the number 3 receiver opens up right behind him. Okay, I'll show you guys some clips of that. This is still red and blue, so it's our sprint out game. Linemen are sliding opposite, tailbacks helping play side. Here we are at a trips. We actually ended up hitting the tight end on this one because everyone was covered. This was this past season. See, the outside backer jumps number 2 right away. Quarterback does a good job buying himself some time. And we end up hitting the tight end, dragging along the backside because everybody forgets about him. Number 8 was kind of open there on the break. Kind of hard to tell. But the tight end was open. We picked up a good gain. Here it is again. Out of trips, you'll see number 2 receiver runs flat right away. Oh no, this was 95 flat. This was labeled wrong on huddle then. We'll skip that then. That's what I've already shown you guys. Trips right look. Number 2 receiver runs flat right away. Number 3 is wide open in a nice little window there. Let you guys see that again. Number 3 receiver, number 7. Number 7's typically our tailback, but he's a very special football player, very high football IQ. He actually ended up learning all 3 running back positions in the backfield, and he actually won the award in our postseason banquet. He was a junior, so we really didn't want to give him MVP, but we gave him most versatile player because he not only on offense but on defense as well. He played 4 or 5 positions on defense. He knew them all by heart, and he knew at least 3 on offense. He probably could have played other positions too if I gave him the opportunity. But he's wide open right there at about 10 yards. Next one, this is the one I was telling you about, the inverted flood. This works cover 3 or cover 2. Especially with if that corner sits in a cover 2, takes care of the flats. That number 2 receiver is going to run deep. He's running right at that safety that would be there, and then takes him. And then our X just he won't dig inside because he just want to come in and bump into an inside backer. He'll just kind of sit right there in that window at that sweet spot about 10 yards where there is an opening against a cover 2. Also works against cover 3 for the same reasons. If that outside backer tries to feather it and play both, this is what we'll do. Because if he's running a cover 3 and he's trying to play the flats and hook curl at the same time, he's going to hover at about 6 yards. Well, we're working against him and against the grain almost, and he doesn't even see it because his back's turned to him. He's looking at the quarterback, sees the flats, and he's waiting for something to get thrown. And then the X sneaks in just behind him, finds that little window, and we end up hitting it for a good gain. Same thing, same protection as before, red and blue. So slide away, tailback's helping the play side, quarterback sprinting out. Quarterback actually got a man read here. They came out, they surprised us with man. This team was switching up coverages on us. They surprised us in man, and he knew that one-on-one, our number two receiver could beat that kid on a corner. That was a pre-snap read. He knew where he was throwing it. As you can see, the ball's still on the ground, though. This game, we just didn't, we must have had popcorn or something before the game. We did not want to catch the ball. Somehow still ran away with it 36 nothing. So in a man look, it doesn't work as well. You could probably, flats is wide open because the safety's trying to get there. The dig maybe could be there if you have a good receiver, a good athlete at receiver, I should say. We unfortunately did not. He kind of got bullied there. But that should have been caught for a big gain, and it just wasn't. It just wasn't. And believe me, that kid heard about it for the past couple of months. Here should be another look. Here we are seeing a zone look. Should be cover 3. Yep, corner bails. The dig would have been there, but he ran it way too deep. Quarterback couldn't get the ball off because he wasn't in his break. This is that freshman receiver. If you guys were listening to my previous talks, it's that freshman receiver. He was trying to get to the sticks, and I get it, but he doesn't run a very good route to begin with. Let's take a look at the protection, see how well we protected it. Seems like we did okay. The left guard ended up getting beat at the end, and that kid just ran down our quarterback. But realistically, our X receiver should be breaking around right here. And as you can see, there is an opening there. We end up hitting the flats on this one, and our running back fumbled it. That was on the second drive of the game. First drive of the game, we dropped a easy first down. So yeah, we struggled this past season catching the ball. It was not by any means our quarterback's fault. First of all, this kid's jogging his route, and then he tries to do that swim over with the ball. All the helmet's got to do is just pop up an inch. That ball's coming free. And I believe our number 2 receiver ended up slipping. Yeah. And this is our flood package out of our twins look. So basically it's 95-28. If you were in my previous talk, we got to look at a couple clips there when I started showing some clips on huddle. So 95-28 working from the X and an across. So the X has the 9. He's running off, taking care of that corner, make sure he beats his man. Right wing has the 10-yard out. We're actually sending the tight end crossing. If you have a very talented tight end, these are good ways to get him open in certain situations. So he's going to cross real shallow, and then the left wing, the backside, or the right wing, the backside wing is going to run that deep post and occupy the safety in the backside corner. We can run this even out of twins. We'll run this still out of red, and we could run this out of red and blue. We could run it out of green and gold. It all varies. We can mix and match our protections here, and because the tailback or the fullback there is on that side, it still works for our red and blue. The formation means nothing to the lineman. Formation means nothing to the lineman. Here it is. I've already showed this clip on huddle, but here it is again. This is when the quarterback decides, I want to take a freaking shot, and the X just doesn't make any adjustment to the ball whatsoever. But you can see the concept and how it works. The tight end actually is free coming across. Even the right wing on the 10-yard out was open on the break, had his man beat to the sideline the whole way. Quarterback just wants he wants his stats, man. He wants those deep balls. And which quarterback doesn't, right? Everybody wants to be, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, or I guess in today's age, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts when he only needs 8 yards, right? Those guys that just want to take the moon shots and get the touchdown. But it was 1st and 10, I believe, so whatever.